Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Titan Sports, your one-stop shop for everything Titan athletics. I'm Jasmine Arenas alongside the beautiful co-host next to me, Melina Joseph.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
How was your spring break, even though it was like 2-3 weeks ago?
Let me tell you, I did absolutely nothing, which is great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Usually how it goes. I always do it big. So I went to San Francisco, drove out there alone for like 6 hours.
Nice.
Best thing I could ever do in my life. Anyways, moving on. Congratulations to senior Carissa Rivera for earning her second Big West Softball Pitcher of the Week award. In both her starts against UC Riverside, she struck out 18 batters and only allowed 3 walks and 1 unearned run. She is currently 4-1 on the season, but over the season, it'll probably increase.
Titan baseball demolished UC Riverside on Sunday, putting up a whopping 15 runs to defeat the Highlanders 15-2. Timmy Richards continued his 9-game hit streak on Sunday by batting 3 of 4 with 3 RBIs, a run scored, and a walk.
The women's tennis team extended their win streak to 4 games when they took down number 21 Azusa Pacific on Tuesday. Now 15-1, the Titans are just 2 wins away from tying their program record 17 wins. The ladies will travel up north for an important conference match against UC Santa Barbara on Saturday, then travel to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo the following day.
Damian Brown and the Titans add 6 to the 2017 recruiting class. Coach Damian Brown expressed his excitement for these new recruits, saying, quote, "We are extremely happy about the 2017 class. Each of the 6 players adds something a little special to our already talented, led by our 9 motivated seniors." Titans wrapped up the regular season with a 7-0 record at Titan Stadium, the 8th time in program history the team has recorded 7 wins or more at home. And a little fun fact, the team also drew in about 7,000 fans to Titan Stadium last year, the 5th most in program history.
And Big West Conference Player of the Week goes to Bryn Williamson, the first pole vaulter in Titan program history to clear 13 feet as the recipient of the Big West Women's Field Athlete of the Week accolades. She finished second in the event at the UCLA Legends Invite, posting a mark of 13 feet. She broke her own previous record of 12 feet, set earlier this year at the RCC Quad Meet, which at the time broke a school record that had stood since 2003. Next up is a roundtable discussion with Jessica Lucero and the lovely Lexi Gonzalez, who is a Titan softball designated hitter and a catcher as well. Take it away, Jessica.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to this episode's Roundtable Discussion. I'm Jessica Lucero, and with me today is Titan softball catcher and baseball analyst Lexi Gonzalez. The softball and baseball season is in full swing, and like always, there's been plenty of ups and downs. Let's start with softball. At the beginning of this season, the expectations were high, and now we're in conference play. How do you assess the season so far?
It's been a roller coaster. It's definitely different from our success last year, but I think because of all the ups and downs we had, I think we are fully prepared for the dogfight that conference is going to give us.
And who would you say is the catalyst for the team?
I'd have to say it's all our seniors, and we've kind of really put in the team on our backs, and our leadership has really shown these last 2 series, the LMU series and the Riverside series. And just by, taking the younger girls under our wings and letting them know it's okay to fail, you're not going to get a hit every time, you're not going to make the play every time, I think has really helped. And like I said, our senior leadership has really, gotten the ball rolling for us.
And what are some of your takeaways from the season so far?
I think that, coming off a sweep on LMU and then, coming into conference thinking we got this kind of thing. We kind of got humbled that first game, and our team got to see the fight it's going to take to win Big West again, and I think it was a blessing in disguise that we had that much of a dogfight our first, conference series to prepare us for the rest.
So now heading into baseball, the guys have 33 runs in their last 3 games. Where do you think all of these hits are coming from compared to games where they only have 1 to 2 runs?
This game is a very humbling sport, and I truly believe it's all the work they've been putting in. They come before practice, they stay after practice, they come hours before they have to be here to hit, and it's not just one guy. They come in groups, and I truly believe, you know, all the extra work and time off the field that they've been putting in is starting to show.
Definitely. Have there been any players that have surprised you so far?
Yes, there's one in particular. You know, Zach Wyatt's got his first career at bat, and it just happened to be in his hometown, San Diego, and he got a hit with an RBI, and I just, you know, think that was just an unbelievable feeling, and you know, to be able to get a hit and an RBI in your hometown in front of your friends and family, you know, is a memory he'll never forget.
Yep, the power of playing at home. Who are some key players to keep an eye on?
I would have to say Sahid Valenzuela, Scotty Hurst, and Taylor Bryant, you know, have been the most consistent on the field and in the batter's box, and have come up with some clutch key hits to help keep the ball rolling for the Titans.
What do you think they have to do to keep this momentum going to the end, through the end of the season?
You know, I think it's all about keeping the game slow and not letting the moment get bigger than you, and just taking it one pitch at a time, one out at a time. And the more you slow things down, you know, the easier the game comes to you.
Well, that was great insight from Lexi. Next is the Titan Timeline with Taylor Pasqua.
Hey guys, Taylor Pasqua here with another Titan Timeline. As we start to head toward the end of many seasons, games are starting to pick up, so let's get started. Starting tomorrow, baseball will have a 3-game homestand against UC Davis. They play at 7 p.m. on Friday and 1 p.m. both on Saturday and Sunday. They get a 3-day break and will be back on the field Thursday, April 13th at USC at 6 p.m. They will then travel back to Fullerton for another 2 games against the Trojans, Friday, April 14th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, April 15th at 1 p.m. Baseball will be back in the dugout Tuesday, April 18th at 6 p.m. in Lace Elsinore versus San Diego. On to softball, the ladies will be playing a doubleheader on Saturday, April 8th against UC Davis at 12 and 2:30 p.m. They play again Sunday, April 9th at 1 p.m. against Cal Poly. They will then get a well-deserved 4-day break and will be back Friday, April 14th at 3 p.m. at UC Davis. And again Saturday, April 15th for a doubleheader at 12 and 2 also at UC Davis. They will then travel back and play at UCLA on Tuesday, April 18th at 7 p.m. Women's tennis has a couple matches up in the next couple of weeks. They're doing some traveling this weekend as they head to Santa Barbara for a matchup on Saturday, April 8th at 11 a.m. and will turn right back around for Sunday matchup at 11 a.m. at Cal Poly. They will then have a week break and will be back at CSUN on April 15th and play at 11 a.m. Lastly, men's golf. They will be playing in the El Macero Classic all day Thursday and Friday, April 13th and 14th in Northern California. Well, that's going to do it for your Titan Timeline. I'm Taylor Pasqua. Back to you guys.
Isn't that awesome? Melina Bryn Williamson ranks number 2 in the Big West, actually. How much is 13 feet of you?
That is like 2 of me.
2 of you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Oh.
I couldn't even imagine. That's amazing.
I'm 5'5". Why does that matter? I don't know. Anyway.
And remember to follow all of our social media outlets. You can catch our entire video highlight library on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/TitanSportsRecap. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @CSUF Titan Sports. Be sure to check out our game highlights and our poll questions to give us your opinions. Find us on Facebook for updates on all Fullerton athletics, and check us out on Instagram and Snapchat for behind-the-scenes photos and videos. Follow us at @CSUF Titan Sports.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Titan Sports. Until next time, I'm Jasmine Arenas.
And I'm Melina Joseph.
And remember to keep those tusks up, and we'll see you guys next time.